Welcome to Night Docs. There is a song on the internet that no one on Earth seems to know where it comes from. This mystery goes back over 35 years, and even the combined might of the internet cannot seem to solve the mystery of this song's elusive origin. We don't know the song's name, the artist, who recorded it, what album it was on, if any, where it was originally recorded. We literally know nothing. This is an elusive mystery, and one that I was almost reluctant to dive into on a video for this channel because I really want to focus on dark mysteries with a macabre nature, but to be honest, I'm a musician and recording artist myself. I've got a lot of fascination with music in general. In fact, I actually just recently released an album myself. Shameless plug. There's a link in the description if you'd like to hear my own stuff. It's pretty great if I don't say so myself. So, being someone fascinated with music and mysteries, this is too good of a mystery to pass up. There's a huge rabbit hole to uncover. For a long time, there was only a single clip of the song available. But in July of 2012, a Reddit user found the full song in its entirety and added it to YouTube. To get started, I'm going to go ahead and play the song in its entirety. I think I'm pretty safe from copyright violations since there's no one out there who's claimed ownership of the song, legally anyway. If you want to go ahead and skip the song, that's fine. Go ahead and fast forward to about 4 minutes and 55 seconds, I believe. But stick around, because I think the song's pretty great. But anyway, here's the song. So the first thing I thought when I heard this was, how on earth was this song not a huge hit when it was recorded? The answer to that question can probably only be answered once the origin of the song is figured out. But here's a little background. In 2007, a woman named Lydia, using the online handle Blue, posted a clip of the song on a music website saying that it was recorded off of a broadcast from a German radio station between the years of 1982 and 1984. No one seemed to be able to identify the song at the time, and unfortunately the trail went cold. A few years later, about 4 years later in fact, an unremarkable YouTube channel uploaded the clip of that song, asking if anybody had heard it. Before the internet took an interest in this song, it never reached more than about 7,100 views, and even today it sits at around 12,000. In 2019, a YouTuber named Gabriel Vieira took an interest in the song as well, posting it to his own channel. He created a Reddit account a few weeks later and posted it to every subreddit he could find that would accept his submission, asking if anyone could identify the song. Eventually, he started his own subreddit dedicated to unearthing the origins of this unknown song. Within a few months, the subreddit grew to almost 3,000 followers. As of this writing, the subreddit currently has about 5,300 people sleuthing every corner of the internet trying to discover the origin. Several news outlets took notice and started covering it, including an article written in The Rolling Stone in September of 2019. Incredibly, the full might of the internet has been unable to figure out who on earth wrote this song. Users contacted radio stations, radio labels, record store owners, producers, anyone who could possibly be of help figuring out where this song came from, and even now we still don't know. So here's what we think we know so far. You can't identify it on services like Shazam. Someone tried to claim the song and title it Like the Wind by artist Antoine One. There's no record anyone can find on Discogs.com, the world's leading repository of independent music cataloging. The song was recorded on a cassette recorder during a radio broadcast, and users found that the other songs on the broadcast were all released sometime between January and August of 1984, possibly narrowing down the time in which the song was released or recorded off the broadcast. There have been several rabbit holes that people have gone down, scanning German song catalogs and contacting several people connected with the original radio station in Germany that this song was possibly broadcasted from. The subreddit has a Google Doc that I looked through with every credible lead that they've been working on or have ruled out. It's a lengthy list. There are several bands people are trying to get in contact with to see if it's them, and we'll just have to see what happens, I guess. One promising lead is that people have been able to somehow narrow down the particular DJ who originally aired the song, a man by the name of Paul Baskerville, a British-born, German-speaking DJ who still works at the radio station to this day. What's even more promising is that the station found about 21 tapes where the original broadcast was probably on. To quote directly from the Rolling Stones article, NDR has found 21 recorded shows in its archive, out of hundreds, and are now in the process of listening back to them and hunting down playlists. Meanwhile, in Hamburg, Holger Roloff, currently owner of the Amann, label, taped hours and hours of music from NDR music shows that showcased rock from the West. He's pretty sure his cassettes include some of Baskerville's shows, but he has no idea if the mystery song is on any of them. Nonetheless, Roloff has begun the slow, laborious process of listening back to all of his cassettes, most of which aren't even dated, and simply have handwritten notations like Deutsche New Wave or New Power Music. This needs a lot of time, he admits. It will presumably last several years. Exactly why so many people are investing so much time and energy into the search baffles someone like Baskerville. I don't want to sound like a traitor to the cause, but I don't know what all the fuss is about, the DJ says. If I thought this was the best thing since sliced bread, I would probably be more interested, but I don't think it's a particularly interesting song. So, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. As I close this video out, I'm going to take a little selfish moment here and ask for your help as well, internet sleuths. I consider my Google foo pretty top-notch, but there is a song that I found on Napster or Kazaa back in the late 90s or early 2000s that I have never been able to figure out its origin either. Like Lydia or Blue, whichever she's called, I've made posts all over the internet for years trying to identify this track, but I have never been able to find anything. So if any of you can solve this 20-year-old mystery for me, I'd be very grateful. I'll play you the clip I have as I close this video. For now, this is Night Ducks, signing off.